Hello, Bryn.
Hello, Steve.
There you go. Are you ready for your third lesson?
Kind of.
Okay, let's see. So last week we learned how to play quarter notes, quarter note rests. What did you think the quarter notes look like?
Quarter notes looks like a D.
And then what does a quarter note rest look like?
A bird.
Sorta. Let's see what we got here. This is easy, right? This is easier than the first exercise. Let's bring our hands up here. See what they look like. Not bad. Ready, right here. So you're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Don't you play on my wrist? Ready, right there. Ready, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, so here's something you're doing that students do. You're kind of doing this fake stroke on the rest. You're kind of going like 1, 2, 3, 4. Don't do that. Because all that's just extra stuff. Remember, we don't ever want to do a movement that doesn't make a noise. Right? So when you have a rest, just do this. 1, 2, 3, 4. So don't do that fake stroke. You're not the first student ever to do that. Actually, a lot of people do that. Ready? Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. Now, one of the things you got to work on when you get down to the, it's just like reading a sentence.
I know. You go down to the next one.
Let's go to the next one. Don't get snippy. Just move down. Ready, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ooh, let's do that again. Just always alternate for right now. Ready? Here we go. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, see, you went both hands. Here, just always alternate. Let's do this last line again.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not bad. Ready? Not bad for your second lesson. Ready? Here we go. Well, after your second lesson, you're right. Ready? Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Not bad. It's better than last week. That's all we're ever looking for. Is for it to be better than last week. Now, it could be better. We could practice a little bit more. It could be a little easier. But you've got it well enough that we can move on to the next one. Now,
that's 5, not 2.
Well, the next pattern, not the page. So the next pattern. So remember, I'm giving you a pattern and you get 4 pages to work with. Right? Okay, so I've tricked you into knowing this.
1, 2, 3, and 4.
Those are called eighth notes. Say eighth notes. Eighth notes, right?
Eighth notes.
So when we did the hand exercise on the first lesson, let's do the right, left on that. Going 1, 2, ready, here. We're going 1 and 2 and.
Okay,
Ready, so you'll go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. That's what it looks like. So eighth notes. These are the new notes that we've learned. When they're grouped in 4, we connect them there. When they're only grouped in 2, we connect them there. So like this measure right here, we got 1 and then we've got a chord. And then what do we have after that?
Just 1, 2.
Well, what comes after 1?
2.
2, and then 3, and then 4, and. So look, check it out right here. So I'm going to play this measure right here. So it's going to be 1 and 2, 3, 4 and 1. Dig it?
3, 4
and 1. So what we're doing is we're putting these eighth notes and mixing them in with the quarter notes that you already know. Play this measure. Matter of fact, just say this measure for me. You're going to say 1 and 2, 3, 4 and 1. Now play exactly what you just said. Ready? Here we go. 1 and 2, 3, 4 and 1. Exactly, perfect. So remember, if you can count the rhythm, you'll eventually be able to play it. And it's as simple as make a noise, make a noise. Say something, play something, right?
Say something, play something.
Exactly. Put your leg down. It's hard to play over cross legs. So right here, count this one for me. So you would go 1 and it's ready right there. 1 and 2, 3 and 4. Good. Now here's something that's going to be a little tricky. This is the trickiest part. 4 now. Hold on. Hold on. Every time you start one of these eighth notes, I want you to start with your right hand. That is a big one. We're going to start with our right hand. So every time you see one of those eighth note groupings, you're going to start with your right hand. So you're leading with your right hand. Let's start right there and do that again. Ready, right there. So you got 1 and 2, right hand, 3 and 4. Keep on going. 1, 2, 3 and 4 and 1 and 2, right hand, 3 and 4 and 1 and 2. Oh, it's the bird. What is that?
The quarter rest.
There you go. That's it. So now we're just mixing in the eighth notes with the quarter notes and the quarter note rest. Start right there, starting with your right hand. Good man. Ready? Here we go. 1 and 2, 3 and 4. Very good. 1, 2, 3 and 4. Very good. 1 right hand, 2 and 3 and 4. Nice. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 1 and 2. Right hand, 3 and 4. Oh, what you play on my rest? Not bad though. Ready, right there. Here we go. 1 and 2. Right hand, 3 and 4. 1, 2 and 3. Right hand, 4 and 1 and 2, 3, 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2, 3, 4 and 1 and 2, 3, 4. 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2. Very good. 3 and 4 and 1 and 2, 3, 4. Say that rest. 1, 2, 3 and 4. 1 and 2 and 3, 4. When you have two quarter notes like that in a row, just alternate. Just go 3, 4. Start to do that last measure for me. Ready? Good man. 1 and 2 and 3, 4. That is officially the best thing that you've ever done playing drums. That's actually really good. You picked that up pretty quick. People.
Of course I did.
Oh my goodness. So people always think that reading music is this most impossible thing. It's really not. How old are you?
11.
11? You're 11 years old and you've just learned quarter notes and eighth notes in 2 different weeks, right? And again, I can't stress this enough.
Quarter rest.
And quarter note rest. So here's what I need you to do. You're going to do 5, 6, 7, and 8. Page 5, 6, 7, and 8 for next week. Do all 4 pages. It's so important to do all 4 pages of those. And again, I say it, and you're going to hear me say it again. Everything that we learn here is going to go back there on the drum set, right? So let's go over to the drum set. That's very good.
Teleported.
Oh my. Okay. So here's the thing about the drum set. The drum set has one of the most unique problems of any instrument. When a guitar player plays, they just twiddle their stupid fingers around. If a saxophone player like her sister plays, she breathes into it and twiddles her fingers around. On the drum set, we have to be coordinated in our hands and our feet at the same time, and we're using very big muscle groups to make music, and no other instrument does that. That's why drum set's one of the hardest things to do well. No matter what anyone says, a drum set's easy to play. The drum set is easy to play badly. That's the problem. It's an easy to play badly instrument. Even with guitar, you need to know a little bit to be able to play badly. So last week we were working on, hold on, no noodling when I'm talking. We're working on Drum Beat 101. First, tell me what this is.
The hi-hat.
What's this thing?
Snare drum.
What's that thing down there?
This?
Yeah.
Bass drum.
Hit it. What were these called?
Toms.
Hit them. What was that up there? If two cars hit each other, what is that?
A wreck.
Well, yes, it is a wreck. It also is a...
Crash.
That's a crash symbol. Hit it. And that's a ride symbol. Right. Okay, so hopefully you've practiced this between last week and now. We're going to do all the individual pieces of this groove, and then we're going to try to put it together. Now, I know that you have been worried about your progress since last week.
Yeah.
Here's something to remember. There's no time limit on this. You're 11 years old. We have all the time in the world. So there's not like a time limit. Well, yeah, I mean, but we do. There's not a time limit on you getting this down. Now, if it's like a month from now when we still haven't got it, then we got to talk. Then we can talk. But it's 1 week of being on the drum set, so there's nothing to stress about, right? Okay, let me see the hands part of this where you're playing the eighth note. Now that you know you were playing eighth notes on the hi-hat, you were going, what were you playing there? You were going 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and those were called what?
Eighth notes.
Right. Now on the snare drum, what were you going to play?
Wait.
What numbers?
2 and 4.
There we go. Let's see the hands part.
1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 2 and 2 and 3 and 4 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 and
a lot better than last week.
What? I was just mouthing. I'm not a dude.
Everybody is a dude. In my lessons, everyone's a dude. Okay, so that's wonderful. That's way better than last week. That's all I can ask for. Now let's do right hand and right foot. What notes are we playing down there on the bass drum?
1 and 3.
Do it.
1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4
And stop. Wonderful. Dudette. That's great. See, dudette's not as cool.
That's not.
It's not a word,
That's
right?
not good.
Dude, everyone's a dude. So that's, dude, much better than last week. That's all I'm asking for. Always remember, this was something that my professor in college told me, kind of my mentor, this guy named Dr. Tom Shriver. If you look here, if you can be this much better than last week, that's all I'm looking for. And that's so much better than last week. Oh my goodness, you might be a drummer. Now we're going to play bass drum and snare drum. So now you're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh wait.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay, there you go. Now, if we don't get this today, don't worry about it. It'll be what you work towards for next week. We're going to try to put it all together. So, the easiest way to start this is start your right hand on those hi-hats and just get those eighth notes happening. So here's what we're going to think. Well, don't worry about going fast, because going fast is only going to make this harder.
Yeah.
So give me about this tempo right here. So we're going to go foot, hand. No, you got your right hand needs to keep moving, right?
No,
So,
I'm thinking while you're talking.
well, just do this. You just do this. So you're going to go, you keep that going. And we're going to go foot, hand, foot, hand, foot. Now let's try it.
Oh.
Get the right hand going. Here we go. Foot, hand. Oh, so look, you're close. Now look right here. This is one of the #1 mistakes drummers make. Keep your left foot off your thigh, or your left hand off your thigh, right? Your left hand wasn't ready to play because it's down here. That's such a common mistake with students. I've thought about building a device with razors that sits on your thigh so that doesn't happen. I have to deal with it all the time. There's so many mistakes that every student makes, and you just did because you were ready to play your hand, but it wasn't ready to go because it's down there. So get that right hand going again. Now we're thinking foot, hand. Here we go. Ready, hand, foot, hand. Well, you played 2 foot. You played 2 feet in a row.
Oh, so I do like boom. Wait.
Your foot, hand. You gotta play the snare drum after that. No, you're not playing 8th notes. So look right here. Watch right here. You're gonna get those 8th notes going with me. Go with me. So you're gonna go. Watch right here. Foot, hand, foot, hand, foot, hand.
Oh, like.
You'll
1,
go bass drum,
2,
3, 4. Exactly.
Oh, okay.
Now this is very difficult for someone in their 3rd lesson. This very rarely happens in the 3rd lesson that they get this.
Okay,
now,
I
if you
not
don't
get
get
what
this
you were
today,
saying.
and what is it?
I not get what you were saying.
Now do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Good. So get that right hand going. So we're thinking right foot, left hand. Right foot, here we go. Bass, snare. Bass, snare. Okay, that's really close. No, that's close. Now when you do the snare drum, did you notice you stopped and brought your hand up here?
Yeah.
Make sure it's B, think both, right? Let's get that right hand going again. I think we might get this. Bass, snare, foot, hand. Here we go. Hand. Now remember when you do that hand, just like that, right? Boom. Let's try that again. Here we go. Hand. Dude, it's close. Now, I want you to just do a foot hand this time, and when you play the snare drum, I want both hands at the same time. So you go, get your right hand happening. So we're going to go foot, hand. Hand. Oh, right there. B, like your first name, right? Do that again and make sure you hit both right there. Do that again. You're real close. Well, that's not going to help. You got to do it in the context of the rest of it. I see what you're doing there, and that's pretty smart to think to do that. But it's not going to help if you're not doing it in the context. So start right there. So foot, hand. Here we go. Foot, hand. Oh, hit both hands. Do this, both, right? Because look, go back to your hands and do this. 1 and 2. Do that. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and stop. We're doing exactly that.
I know.
Now we're adding the bass drum in. So the next time somebody says, oh, drums are easy to play, you can now tell them that you have empirical evidence that that's not true, right? So that's really close. But make sure that right when you play the snare drum, hit, both hands at the same time. Start with the 8th notes again. So here's what I want you to do. Do your right, keep that going. I want you to say foot, hand, foot, hand. Say it. Foot, hand, foot, hand. Now we're going to do what you just said. Anytime you're ready to do that, foot, hand.
Oh, I went too fast.
Yeah, you sped up, but that was it. Now, did you hit both?
Yeah.
Then now we're getting closer. That's closer than last time. Let's try it again. Don't speed up. Here we go. Foot, hand.
I like.
Yeah, you did what we call you flammed it, right? Make sure they hit at the same time. Let's try it again. Foot, hand, foot. Dude, that was it. You did it. The first 2 were right. Now, if you can get that to loop, you're playing Rock Beat 101. And once you learn this groove, I can teach you 750,000 songs. That's not an over-exaggeration. That has that groove in it. You're going to play this groove for the rest of your life as long as you play drums. Okay. Dude, let's keep on. Come on. Here we go. Hand, foot, hand, foot, hand, foot, hand.
Oh, I did it 2 times.
We don't care about mistakes at this point. Now we got it. Now you got it. That's huge. Very few students who've never played drums before get this in the 3rd lesson. Usually about 4th or 5th until we get there. Keep on going. You are now a drummer.
Foot,
Yeah, don't kind of skip ahead right there.
Yeah.
Keep those eighth notes. Keep it nice and slow. Here we go. Foot, hand, foot, hand. Oh, that's it. You did one whole measure though. And as one of my best friends always says, who's a guitar teacher, if you can do it once, okay, then eventually you can do it a bunch really, really well, right? Before we leave, let's try to see if we can get 2 or 3 straight measures of you doing that. That's huge.
Well, what does that mean? Like do it like all the...
Yeah, just do it, for, 2, 3, 4, 5 measures. Now, this is the main thing I want you to practice for next week, is this groove.
Okay.
Here we go. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah, you're getting excited because you're digging it. Slow down. Don't go faster. As we get excited, we want to start going faster, right? We want to make this as easy as possible. Here we go. Foot, hand, foot, hand, foot, hand. Oh, keep it moving like that. That's exactly it. Do it one more time and we're done for today. Foot, hand, foot, hand, foot. Tell you what, it's a good place to stop right there. That's very good. That thing right there, I need you to be able to do easily over and over and over for like 2, 3, 4 minutes.
Okay.
Because how long is a song, like an average rock song, is 3, 4, 5 minutes, right? So you need to be able to do it for that long. That's big. Bryn, you might be a drummer.
I will.
Now you owe me $25.